Now that you have been introduced to Conversica, let's discuss some best practices for success. The first best practice is to focus your energy on interested customers. This is the #1 way you'll be successful and book more appointments. When a customer is in the interested status, they are more likely to schedule service over the prospective customers. So it's critical that you work these customers as soon as possible. Here's the quickest way to do it. When you get an interested alert, check your appointment scheduling tool to see if the customer scheduled an appointment online. If they have, skip to follow-up. If they haven't, let your AI assistant continue the conversation. If the customer responds back with their best phone number for contact, you can use that number to follow up and address specific questions they may have asked about their car's maintenance or help them if they still need to get scheduled for service. Remember that anytime you encounter an interested customer, that means your assistant has done the hard work of identifying their interest and intent, so you know they are more likely to schedule service than other prospective customers. Follow up with interested customers right away so you can book more appointments and reach your goals. The next best practice is to follow up with your customers at risk. Why are customers at risk so important? They were previously classified as interested customers, but when your service assistant followed up, they provided feedback that they didn't receive contact. It's important that you circle back with these customers to make sure they are all taken care of and their service needs are met. This way they remain loyal and happy customers. Here are a few tips. Review at-risk responses, and if they still need help, reach out to the customer as soon as possible to assist them. You can either call and add a note to document your outreach, or reply as assistant to follow up in Conversica. A customer at risk may have been a customer that you spoke to directly. It's important to remember anytime you interact with a customer, you should always strive to provide excellent service and leave a lasting impression. Making sure to address your responses to review is your next best practice. Customers with this status responded to your AI assistant with a request that requires your attention. For example, while conversing with your assistant, your customer notifies her that they are planning on relocating and will no longer be in your service area. This conversation will be marked as response to review. After reviewing this response, reply as assistant and thank your customer, and advise them that you'll have their profile updated to reflect their change. After you receive a response with this status, review the complete conversation history to determine how you can help and take appropriate action. You can use reply as assistant to follow up in Conversica. Or if you call or email the customer, make a note to document your outreach. By following up on your responses to review, you will boost customer satisfaction and ensure a return to your dealership for future service needs. Now that we've covered the various types of customers and how to handle them, let's take a look at our next best practice. Using notes to document your efforts. Using the notes function allows you to keep track of important information that you want to refer back to later. For example, you can leave a note anytime you've talked to a customer, helped them set an appointment, or obtained key vehicle information you'd like to reference at a later date. By adding notes, you're creating a record of important events and milestones that anyone on your team can access, making it quick and easy to get up to speed as you're managing your customers throughout the day. While you are focused on important tasks, your assistant is engaging hundreds or even thousands of customers in real, human-like conversations. She's so polite and persistent that she makes customers want to engage with her by design. Sometimes this means customers find her so helpful that they will ask to speak with her in person or over the phone. Imagine a customer secured an appointment with your assistant's help and the day they arrive, they want to thank her. What should you do? Here are the do's and don'ts to handle this situation smoothly. Do respond with confidence and tell your customer, "Sarah is my assistant, but she's unavailable right now. She did let me know that you were coming in, and I'll be handling your appointment today. How can I help?" Responding this way will assure the customer that they are in capable hands with you as their trusted service representative. Don't use confidence-busting phrases like, "Oh, she's busy," or "she's not real," because this could create confusion for the customer. Instead, you want to redirect the conversation back to you as their knowledgeable service pro who's ready to help them. Keep these tips in mind anytime a customer asks to speak with your assistant. The last best practice is to make sure you are capturing customer emails and that their emails are formatted correctly. Why is this so important, you might ask? Your service assistant can only communicate with customers via email, and she needs a good email address to send messages to. But if the contact information in your system is missing, misspelled, entered incorrectly, or is out of date, your assistant can't contact those customers. Be sure to collect an email address for every new customer that you encounter. If a customer doesn't have an email address on file, ask for one. Also, make sure that the email address you've collected is current as emails can quickly become outdated, whether they've been abandoned by your customer or they have opted out of your email lists. Now that you've covered our 6 best practices, you're ready to take it to the next level with your Conversica Service Assistant.